Hey guys, welcome to another client interview. Today we have Stefan from Expendi.io, and we're going to talk about how we improve their messaging and positioning so we position their tool as the safest way to do LinkedIn automation. And also with all the tweaks that we've made throughout the entire funnel, it seems like with all the split tests that we ran so far, we made everyone a winner, right? So we're going to talk about how we did it and how does that relates to actual results, actual revenue and stuff like that. And then before I get ahead of myself, let's just have Stefan introduce himself and his company.
Hey guys, my name is Stefan. I'm the founder of Expandi, and for the last couple months, it was a pleasure to work with Pedro together. The Expandi SaaS is growing very fast, and we have tons of traffic on our site. I found out about Pedro, and I followed him already for a while, especially on LinkedIn with his great videos, and he seems to be a real expert in his industry. So it was very easy for me to make the decision, I think now 3 months ago, to start a cooperation with him. And actually, I have to be honest, it's the best I could do because the results are insane.
Awesome. I mean, really glad to hear that. In terms of how you actually heard from me, did you have you seen me on LinkedIn, or then did someone refer you, or did anything stand out that made you like book the call at the beginning? How did that go? Like how long have you been following me? If you still remember that.
Yeah, I think at least 6 months, and I start following you on LinkedIn. I found more and hear more about you because of the great videos you produced over there, and on Facebook I saw a lot of content as well.
Got it. Okay. Okay. That sounds good. And in terms of um, when you heard about me, what made you decide to do like business with me at the time?
Yeah, we were struggling, especially with the fact that we have somewhere around 15K unique visitors per week on the website, and to be yeah, ahead of the game, you constantly have to improve. And yeah, it's fair enough to say that we don't have all the expertise in-house. So I was really interested in your approach and how you perform on optimizing websites. So yeah, I was impressed by the videos you shared and the knowledge in there. So yeah, that triggers me to reach out to you and see if you're open to help us out to make it even better.
Perfect. That sounds good. In terms of when we, let's say we, you watch the videos, we jumped on that initial call, but there's a lot of people that could talk crap about landing pages and just make themselves seem an expert. Or you probably jump on many calls with different people that could help you with this. What kind of kicked you like over the fence to say, okay, this is the guy that I want to work with?
Especially the fact that you immediately had a plan in mind and a proper overview of how such a process should look like and a cooperation, which yeah, felt very confident to give it a chance.
Got it. So it was like when we jumped on a call, we said, okay, here are the four or five things that we need to change. These are
Yeah,
the
actually,
results we can expect, that kind of thing, right?
actually, no bullshit. It are just facts. Boom, 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 and really understanding about this should work. So that I gave a lot of confidence to to uh, to give it a try.
Got it. Okay. So it wasn't like vague or just say, hey, let's improve our messaging or let's change our
Correct.
positioning. Let's do some ads or whatever.
It
And
just
then magic will happen.
yeah, I think the hands-on mentality.
Perfect. Okay, that sounds good. In terms um, of results that we had, like what results did we get so far? How would we break that down?
Yeah, I think yeah, we did a couple of things together, but overall, yeah, I should say that we have an increase of 20% that we achieved overall of all the different things we did together.
Got it. Do you mean an increase in 20% of like, would that be conversion rates? Would that be signups? What would that look like?
Yeah, correct. We did some things for the signups, For example, if people are downloading an ebook, we optimize the page with no distraction. And yeah, that I think at least, or only that one was at least an increasement of 35% in comparing to the current page. And then adding a thank you page behind the download, that also gave somewhere around 80% increasement of people who sign up straight away.
Got it. So it was like a few other things on the back end, right? So it's a few pages that we worked on, including like the landing page, some of the signups, essentially increasing every single thing that where people would find you, like maybe on the blog, maybe on the landing page, maybe on a few like a demo sign up, and all that stuff, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, perfect. And based on some of the, what are some of the results from the split test that you might remember? Because it seems like everyone that we tested was a winner.
No, correct. That's totally true. I think the one for the ebooks download, the optimizing of the page and adding a thank you page, at least gave a 35% increase in comparing to the current pages, the old ones we had. Adding additional banners in the blogs helps with somewhere around 12% extra conversions from the blog page in terms of signups and people who sign up straight away. The pricing structure, right? We did some additional things on that on the homepage, but also in the software. And maybe at the end that's the users winner, because in the beginning we asked 75 in the system as the early bird, and we slowly make the transition to ask the same price as the default price on the website. In terms of revenue, that's the users winner.
Got it. Okay. Okay. I think that sounds good. In terms of how would you, in terms of, for example, in terms of the ROI, how would you like quantify it in terms of how we work together in versus the results we got?
Yeah, it's a little bit hard to mention it in one thing, because we did a lot of things, and so I see it more as an total package with small steps which contribute together to make it massive. But the increasement of the signups, so the conversions on the website to people who sign up, that increasement, because we already had the amount of visitors on the website, somewhere around 15K unique visitors per week. So if we only could improve it with a small percentage, that would be very profitable as well, and we did even better. So it's a nice number, and then with the increasement of the price in the system as well, to make, based on all these signups, some really nice numbers, extra numbers. That's really awesome.
Perfect. In terms of like the results we got, how would you say this affected, if affected at all, the like other areas of business, right? So because you got more signups, maybe you discover other things and unlock like other opportunities that you're looking at in terms of improving the business. What did that look like? How the stuff we worked on affected other areas of business and lives and stuff like that?
Yeah, I think that in the beginning I felt a bit, how should I say it, maybe uncomfortable because of all the changes. We built our current website with love, but after agreeing on all the adjustments you wanted to make, actually less is more. That felt a little bit uncomfortable in the beginning, to remove everything what's not needed. And we were in understanding always that, oh, we have to show a photo here, a picture there, an animation there. And I was really surprised by the results when we removed or cut out almost everything with no distraction. Yeah. And that at least with the 35% more signups and more downloads based on all the things you mentioned. And that gave me really understanding that you really know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I haven't thought about you being uncomfortable changing all that stuff, because sometimes you might get attached to what you already have.
Yeah.
Yeah. and I come in cold and say, hey, let's change this, and don't care about anyone's feelings.
Yeah, but I was really surprised to maybe from one side to let everything a little bit out of my hands, and yeah, but it's impressive what you did just with tweaks, and I'm definitely sure these things can only be done by people like yourself who are have the right knowledge and have done this already for multiple times.
Perfect. Okay. In terms of like, essentially, would you recommend me to other B2B SaaS companies that want to improve their conversions?
Yeah, strongly.
Who do you think would be like the ideal company to work with and to get results for, like in your opinion?
I should say SaaS companies who selling subscriptions and licenses with enough traffic. Um, in my opinion, it doesn't actually matter which type of software, because the workflow you have can be implemented for different types of in different types of industries for different types of SaaS. But I should say that SaaS related businesses with a lot of traffic, and we want to get more out of the traffic because the traffic is already there, so it's already a win. But if you can only improve it with a small percentage and with some tweaks, then it's definitely worth to cooperate on this with you, Pedro.
Perfect. Okay. So in terms of like the last question would be, for example, there are people just like you that maybe watch some of the LinkedIn videos I had, or watch some of the other content that I have on the website, and they are like kind of curious. They think, okay, this guy might know his stuff, but like they're either hesitating to book that initial call, or they're hesitating to become a client. What would you say to those people that would kind of kick them over the fence?
Yeah, I had the same in the beginning. Yeah, it's a huge step, but if you want to grow faster, you have to be open to improve. And if you don't have the knowledge in house, yeah, it's worth everything to do it, because if you already have tons of traffic on your site and you can only increase it with a couple percent, then you can't imagine how much more money you will make based on
Perfect.
these tweaks. So you have a new existing client here with with Expandi. Facebook.
Awesome. Okay, so we're pretty much at the end of the interview. Is there anything else that you'd like to share or to mention this particular case that maybe we forgot to talk about?
No, I think it's maybe good for people to know who want to make such a decision, that from my experience working with you, that especially the structure and taking the lead in what's coming in the next coming periods and the proper tasks you set out for everybody in the Expandi team who has made execution of this, that it was very pleasant, and that makes it afterwards, if I'm looking back now, a bit more comfortable in terms of structure and what we can expect. So don't wait any longer, and I should really, from the bottom of my heart, strongly recommend to give it a try to work with such an amazing guy like our Portuguese friend Pedro.
Perfect. I think that was the strongest recommendation I've got. Yeah, in terms of how can people find you online, how can people learn more about you or more about Expandy? I think everyone knows the website because it's right here, expandy.io, but
Yeah,
it seems you can really see from the camera the rest of the interview, but it was from the sweatshirt you gave me.
yeah, I happy to see that you wear it, and that you and happy expand the user as well, so that contribute to a better cooperation between the two of us. And if people want to know anything more about LinkedIn outreach, or how to work with the best approaches on LinkedIn, just visit our website, and strongly recommend to read our blog. And if you want to catch up with me personally, just shoot over a message on Facebook, and I will be replying very, very soon.
Perfect. Thanks a lot for the interview, Stefan. I think this was great. And yeah, talk to you next time.
We definitely do. Have a good one and enjoy your week, Pedro.
Yeah, cheers. Bye bye.